really have had a huge impact the last couple games. How frustrating was it for you at the beginning, and how much better does it feel the last couple games that you've developed?
I mean, it was definitely frustrating, but I just kept telling myself to just stay patient, and I feel like the ball will start finding me more in the bigger games. But whenever we play some of the, I guess, like the out-of-conference teams and stuff like that, everything seems to be hitting. So they definitely look for me more in the bigger games. That's kind of just what I just waited for.
You set the Clemson tight end touchdown record the other night. How special was it for you to do that in such a meaningful game?
Oh, it was pretty awesome. And then Coach presented me with the game ball the other day at practice. So I mean, it's definitely special. It's a moment I won't forget.
Have you ever made a play even close to as important as what that was the other night?
Probably in high school, but never in college.
You talked about high school. They play on Friday nights typically. What are your thoughts on Clemson playing Friday night football?
I mean, I'm pretty excited, and then we get to have Saturday off, so that's also another nice thing. But it's just gonna be another game. I mean, it doesn't matter really what day it's on. I mean, if it's Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, we're gonna be ready to play no matter what.
Speaking of getting ready, just the 5 turnovers, that's got to be really disappointing. You get the win, but that needs to be cleaned up in a hurry. How do you go about doing that?
Just ball security and work on it at practice mostly. I mean, there's different drills that we could do to work on fumbles and stuff like that for the different positions as well as mine. And then just for Deshaun, I mean, them DBs for Louisville made some great plays on the ball. So it's not as much his fault as well as the receivers trying to not let that interception happen. So, I mean, it's a bunch of people that go into it, but I felt we can get better with that at practice.
Can you talk about the 2-point conversion and how hard is it to sell that and sneak into the back of the end zone?
It actually wasn't as hard as you would think, but it definitely worked out just like we planned on it at practice, and we were able to score, so it was pretty exciting.
What are some of the biggest challenges going against a BC defense, especially one that always ranks to the top of the country and they're very disciplined?
It's definitely going to be a pretty big challenge. I mean, with their scheme, they like to load the box up and stop the run, and then just depend on their corners being better than your wideouts and just playing man-to-man coverage. So that was the exact same thing we saw last year. And after so many plays, we started getting the hang of it. So we're just going to have to really execute in practice this week and then hopefully go out there and execute on the field.
Are they one of the more physical teams you guys face throughout the year?
They're definitely bigger up front. They have a lot of senior bodies up front as well, and then they're just more stocky and they're more disciplined with how they play. So they're definitely one of the better defenses that we're going to see all year.
Coming off a game that was as electric as it was out here Saturday night, now you're going up to BC, one of the least electric places that you're going to play. How hard is that to go from one extreme to the other to make sure that you maintain the same level?
I mean, it won't be that bad as for the offense. I mean, you expect to go in the opposing teams' stadiums and it be tremendously loud whenever you're on the field, but it's not going to affect us as much, I don't think. I mean, I feel like it'll be more of a not as loud game, but it's still going to be a pretty tough game on the field. But all the outside stuff, we got to try to just let it stay outside, just focus on what we got to do.
How much different has the league preparation been, given that you got, I mean, it basically is a day, but it's really more like half a day or something like that. You got to play early. I mean, does it feel like you kind of compressed it a little bit so far?
I mean, not really. A normal week is 4 days, and then you travel on the 5th. But so Coach Wayne just made us practice the day after the Louisville game. So I mean, we still get all of our days in. And it's just different because we're traveling on Thursday